Hey gang, and thank you once again for tuning into the Sledgehammer Sports Network for our very special Halloween Havoc pay-per-view event, courtesy of WWE2k17, now available in video game stores everywhere and online through your streaming video game devices. We have our first matchup of the night featuring Dean Ambrose versus Brian Pillman in our fantasy pay-per-view full of dream matches. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, let me know what you're thinking of the matches. Let's send you down to ringside with non-stop action being called by me, this guy right here. Enjoy the show, guys. Hello everybody and welcome to Halloween Havoc 2016, brought to you by WWE2k17, the video game. This is our first pay-per-view presentation and this is part one of tonight's event. We have, starting it off here, coming down to the ring, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, the World Heavyweight Champion in this case, in this fantasy matchup. And who will we be seeing him taking on? Well, almost a mirror image of himself, I would say. Both of these men hailing from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I could not compare anybody closer to Dean Ambrose than this man coming out right now, the loose cannon, Brian Pillman, also known to the world as Flying Brian Pillman, back in his earlier days in his very, very successful tag team with Stunning Steve Austin, known as the Hollywood Blondes. Very, very much in the same light of how Dean Ambrose came up, being as part of a team in the Shield. Flying Brian and Stunning Steve definitely made their mark on WCW, just as the Shield did so when they came in. Look at this guy. Look how crazy he is. Jumping around, getting in the fans' face, throwing up the four as he's one of the legendary fabled Four Horsemen. Look at Ambrose getting in his face right there. Passing right by him as if he means nothing at all. And Pillman is ready for action. And so are these fans in the crowd. Let's see what we got as the two craziest, most maniacal superstars in WWE history get things going here, and here we go. Coming with a nice Russian leg sweep to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose already feeling the effects on the back. Oh, look at the leg wrench. Brian Pillman methodical in his attack here. Dean Ambrose with the reversal. Shoulder block. Down to the floor goes Brian Pillman. Oh, Ambrose already taking this fight to the outside. He's looking for toys to play with, and he's got the sledgehammer. Pillman smart to get out of there, trying to stay out of the range of the sledgehammer. Hits him with a drop kick, causing Ambrose to drop the weapon. As Brian Pillman continues his vicious attack and a suplex on the concrete outside the ring. This match is already getting a little bit out of hand. Falls count anywhere right up there against the guardrail, but Ambrose fights back. Ambrose missing with a knee. Coming in with a bulldog onto the concrete floor again. Oh, picking up that sledgehammer and puts it to good use, driving it into the ribs of Brian Pillman. Casting the weapon aside now, focusing attack on the back. Brian Pillman taking a vicious suplex again on this outside floor. How much abuse can you take when your skin hits concrete with a big shot to the face with that knee? Ambrose relentless here. Stomping and kicking at Brian Pillman. They are right up against the crowd here. Watch if nobody uses that outside barricade as a weapon, and Pillman reversing it. Oh, a drop kicks him into the barricade, just as I said. And now Pillman taking his attack to the legs, trying to ground Dean Ambrose. Picking him up. What is he setting up for here? Jaw jack! Flying Brian, the loose cannon, definitely taking it to Dean Ambrose here. Ambrose seemingly out of it, having trouble getting back to his feet, and that's because of this unrelenting attack to the legs. And Brian Pillman just will not let up. Ric Flair chop. Ambrose starting to fight back. Still has some life left. Going for the neck breaker, but Pillman escape. Look at that Hurricane Rana. Again, all this impact happening on the cement floor outside of the ring here. This is unprecedented action. Oh my God, what a spinning heel kick. First pinfall of the match. 1, 2. Ambrose with a kick out. You're not going to put him out that easily. Pillman can't believe it. Neither can I. Pillman trying to figure out what he's going to do to put Dean Ambrose away here. Ambrose slow getting back up. All that work to the legs definitely paying off. Oh, Pillman misses wildly. But Ambrose would pick it up. No, we're reversing back into a face crusher. Oh, his face into the concrete floor. How is Ambrose even breathing right now? He's slowly. Look at the pain. Struggling to breathe. Gets up, missing with that kick. And, oh, what a DDT to the outside. Ambrose feeding from the crowd here. Getting everybody into the match. Staying outside the ring. A DDT of his own. From Brian Pillman going for the cover. This has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. I knew there's only so much. There is only so much the human body can withstand when going up against the pressure of a concrete floor. Head to floor. Both of these guys really using that floor to their advantage. This was the first pinfall here. Dean Ambrose kicks out. Here's another look at this one earlier on in the match. And there it is, the 3 count. Brian Pillman comes out victorious here in our opening contest for Halloween Havoc. A very intense contest here between Dean Ambrose and Brian Pillman. Keep it locked in for more action right here on the Sledgehammer Sports Network for our very first pay-per-view event, Halloween Havoc. This special Sledgehammer Sports Network presentation of Halloween Havoc is sponsored in part by Brother Nero's. Every spoonful packed with deliciousness, guaranteed to make you obsolete. Brother Nero's. Get your box today. They make sure you ain't deleted. Delete, delete, delete. When you talk about mind games and playing with your opponent's head, there are no two superstars more known and more famous for this than Bray Wyatt, our current master of the mind game, versus Mankind, almost the inventor of this psychotic mind games that we're used to seeing right now. And let's get ringside to the action. Here we are back in Las Vegas, Nevada for our very next contest here for Halloween Havoc 2016. Thank you once again for joining us as we have Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds, the leader of the Wyatt family, one of my favorite guys on the current roster right now. And I'm going to use him much better than they use him on current WWE programming right here on the Sledgehammer Sports Network in our Halloween Havoc special. Look at this entrance. Look at these graphics here. WWE2k17 simulation. This is some really beautiful stuff here. No one, I believe, in the history of the WWE, or in all of wrestling for that matter, have been more complex than Bray Wyatt. He's been around now for a few years, and we're still not really sure what drives Bray Wyatt. He doesn't care for championships. He seems to just care about messing with people and trying to break people mentally as well as breaking their bones physically in the ring. And the fans are getting excited here as we await the arrival of the innovator of the mind game, and probably the guy that Bray Wyatt maybe looks up to the most. This is Mankind. This is not Mick Foley. This is not Cactus Jack or Dude Love. This is Mankind. This is the guy that we used to see rocking back and forth in the bowels of the boiler rooms of any arena that they were in, playing with rats, threatening the life of The Undertaker, taking the fall from the Hell in a Cell. Mankind, one of the most brutal and physical superstars ever to grace the squared circle. We're about ready to get this match started. The fans are ready again. Very hot crowd tonight in Vegas. They got amped up before for the Dean Ambrose and Brian Pillman match, and here we go. The bell sounds in this anything goes encounter. Whoa! Starting off really big. Bray Wyatt with a suplex to Mick Foley. Front suplex. Bray Wyatt already looking for trouble as he pulls out a table. But Mankind quickly puts the kibosh on that. Taking the attack now to the legs of Bray Wyatt. Mankind known for taking it to his opponents on the outside. And continues to do so here, raking his face into that concrete. The floor is really getting some use tonight here. Look at Bray Wyatt already struggling to get to his feet. Chop to the throat. But Bray Wyatt will have none of that as they start to take their fight back up the ramp. The crowd getting hot here. Oh, back suplex. Mankind now going for the table. Throwing it in the ring. He may have some maniacal plans here for that one. Oh, big right hand to Bray Wyatt. Irish whip now into the buckles. Oh, big time hip toss by Mankind. There's a lot more wrestling than I'm used to seeing him do right now. Stomping away at Bray Wyatt here. Trying to take out his hands. Mankind not focusing on any particular part as he's just decimating every single inch of Bray Wyatt that he can. Coming off the second turnbuckle, but misses. Bray Wyatt here now on the attack. Nice clothesline, sending Mick Foley down, picking up that table. He is determined to use that table, setting it up into the corner now. Another right hand. Look out, whipping Mankind into the table. Bray Wyatt with a spear through the table. Mick Foley, Mankind. Look at him struggling to get up after that. Bray Wyatt going for more toys again here, bringing in the bat. He has evil intentions here tonight. He is taking this Extreme Rules to the next level, really putting them to good use. Mankind now struggles the bat away from Bray Wyatt, but Wyatt would stop him from using the bat with a chop and another. Tossing. I don't even know what to call it. It's like he threw him by the throat. 1, 2. Kick out by Mankind. Again, struggling to get to his feet. Bray Wyatt continues the aggressive attack. Into the corner now. Bray Wyatt ties him up into a tree of woe. This is a Mankind move here. Really rubbing it into the face, and he didn't take too kindly to that, reversing it before he can get his attack in. Bray Wyatt just seems to have Mankind's number at every turn. He's reversing everything. Taking the attack to the back now, pulling at that face. The pressure of the mask into the skin of Mankind must be brutal. Will he power himself out of that? Mankind now going for the bat. Gets Bray Wyatt right in the back of the head with that bat. Tosses it to the outside. He doesn't need it anymore as he clearly has the advantage here. Continuing the attack to the back of the net. Picking him up. Electric chair drop. Mankind now going back up to that second turnbuckle, looking to connect this time, and he does. Right across the throat and chest. And now he's calling out to his fans, really trying to rub it in here to Bray Wyatt, getting the fans behind him, feeding off that energy from the crowd, much like we saw Dean Ambrose before, but that did not end up well for him. Think about what else we got coming up later, you guys. We got Sting versus Shawn Michaels in the main event tonight here at Halloween Havoc. Mankind continuing the attack to the head of Bray Wyatt now, firmly in control. Wait a minute, and a reversal. Arm drag, takeover. Clubbing to the back of Mankind. Going for a pin cover here. 1, 2, no way. You're not going to get Mankind that easily, Bray Wyatt. There's no way that a simple club to the back is going to take down the hardcore legend, Hall of Famer, Mankind. Bray Wyatt slowing the pace here now, wrenching the neck and head of Mankind. This has got to be tough for both superstars here. Definitely taking damage on both sides. Bray Wyatt again to the outside, looking for more tools of destruction. He's got the chair here to the back of Mankind, right into the spine, and now swinging away. Throws the chair back to the outside. And going for a cover here. 1, 2, again with the kick out. Even though his legs were underneath the ropes, there is no rope breaks in an Extreme Rules match, and it is certainly starting to get extreme as Bray Wyatt continues to look for more and more ways to get the advantage on Mankind, as he's got our favorite weapon, the sledgehammer here, but to no avail. Back clothesline would stop that, and Bray Wyatt now sending Mankind into the barricade. Head first. Oh. Mankind almost no effect. We're used to seeing stuff like that. Bray Wyatt tripping over the steel steps now. Mankind again taking the advantage here. Back and forth goes the momentum, and Bray Wyatt into the steps. Wow. What viciousness being on display here by Mankind. And now he goes into the steel steps. Both of these men really taking it to each other, putting each other to the test. They want to prove here who is really the crazier of the two. Look at him taunting Mankind. Picking him up now. Mankind reverses it over the back to a neckbreaker. To the outside again. These guys don't want to stay in the ring tonight. What the hell is going on? Just because the rules are extreme don't mean you can't be extreme. In the ropes. Mankind again on the attack. Taking advantage now. Throwing Bray Wyatt into the steps again. There are almost no words for the amount of abuse that these men are taking. Flesh to steel, flesh to the concrete, elbow to the face. Mankind now getting back to the ring. He should maybe try to go for a pinfall here. But he's not. He's continuing his attack by picking up Bray Wyatt, and a bulldog busts Bray Wyatt's face wide open. It was only a matter of time. And we're going for a pin here. 1, 2. First pinfall of the match for Mankind, and it does not go his way. A bloody and battered Bray Wyatt just will not stay down. Mankind doesn't know what to do here. Look at Bray Wyatt struggling to get up. Continues his attack. He will not let up, but Bray Wyatt will not let up as well. Bray Wyatt turning him around here. Big time German suplex. Wow. How is he even doing this after sustaining the amount of damage that he has sustained? The blood dripping from his face. Bray Wyatt is insane. Continuing the relentless attack. Off the ropes. Look at this guy. He's crazy senton. From one corner to the other. Doing whatever he can. 1, 2. Kick out by Mankind once again. What does Bray Wyatt have to do to put the legend out of his misery? The blood dripping from his eyes. He can taste it in his face. Bray Wyatt now. He can feel it. He's gearing up. bastard. Look at him doing this. Only Bray Wyatt. Look at him setting him up. Here it is. Sister Abigail's bloody kisses to the face of Mankind on the sledgehammer, no less. 1, 2, and a 3. Bray Wyatt would take everything that Mankind could dish out. Bloodied, bruised, nearly broken. But the leader of the Wyatt family, the eater of worlds, the sadistic Bray Wyatt, would come out on top once again. And here's the pinfall once again here. 1, 2. Why are we only seeing pinfalls in the replay? What's wrong with the guys in the truck here? There was some tremendous action and all we're seeing is the ref counting to 3. And here you can look at the blood as it drips down the face of the psychotic madman. Wow, what an incredible contest that was. Stay right here for more as we got our main event and more coming up here at Halloween Havoc 2016.